Hi, I'm Vicky.
And I'm Heather.
And we're the Electric Needle Girls.
Hello.
It is a Sunday afternoon and we're after a long weekend. But we thought we'd share with you our haul from AQC. A lot of you who've been there from Melbourne this weekend and Thursday or Friday, you will have seen some lovely things, but we thought we'd share our stuff with you.
I think we're sharing mostly our bag related.
Yes, our bag related things.
So that we've bought, and we feel clever.
Yeah, I think.
Clever the right word.
Different. Some of it's different to our normal stuff. Some of it's is our normal colour range. But we thought we'd just give you a go, show you some items, and yeah, let's go.
Here we are with our haul. So the first bit that I'd like to show you is a piece of Japanese kimono fabric. So it is only just over 14 inches wide. I don't really know what I'm doing with it, but I bought 1.5 meters, and I feel that working with this and some cork will be a good move. So into a bag. So this special silk, I'll probably end up putting also, I'll put a black interfacing on the back of that, I think.
Sounds like a good idea. This is not a typical fabric for us. This is us experimenting.
But it's silk. And it just, these colours called me. So that was from Zigu Zagu Textiles. So we'll put these things in the link afterwards anyway. So there we go. We're moving on.
Okay, now both Heather and I went to African Fabrics Australia and we both bought some interesting prints.
You go. Oh, am I going first? Am I?
You go first.
Okay, well this is my feature fabric for the outside of something. So I feel that this will be my main fabric, and then I might cut this off and use the border as a highlight, which will match perfectly. That's because it's all on the one print. And this is the lining I bought. Now at this point in time it's got a shiny surface on it. We're assured by the seller that this is a dressing to keep it clean in markets and things like this.
Stops the fabric from getting dust in it, and then as soon as you wash it, it turns into pretty much a standard cotton. It's just a protective layer. They do dye these particular fabrics, so you get additional designs like a batik type event.
So this is what, but it's African, so it's got it's a stiffer fabric. It doesn't have the drape that quilting cotton has, but I love the prints. And Vicky bought some as well.
Yes, I saw, whilst Heather was fawning over that one, I saw this one from across the store and I just loved the size of the motif, because I'm naturally drawn to linings, of course. So finding something with a huge motif, I went, okay, I'm going to do something with this. But
we haven't worked out what yet.
We have not worked out what yet, but it'll be something different. And like Heather, I've just picked a complementing one of that same fabric. As you can see, the gloss is on this one as well, but when you wash it, it turns into a quilting cotton. But it's just got a lovely sort of woven pattern in it that I think will just complement it without being too much. So that would be great for the lining. So that's a little bit of off our norm, I would say, fabric-wise.
African Fabrics Australia, and the woman assures she's married to an African man, and she imports it all and goes to Africa a fair bit.
Okay, now going back to our regular program of fabrics, I had to restrain myself significantly when I went to These Clever Hands. This is an 8 meter pack of fabric, so 8 meters of fabric in this one pack, and just the beautiful colors and the butterflies. I'm going to be putting a butterfly pull with whatever I make on these, because I think it'll suit. It's just, I love the bright rainbow colors and the patterns.
Is there butterflies on each of the colors?
Yes, each color has a butterfly on it.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I thought there was only... Oh, I'm a sharp attack, aren't I? Yeah,
so they had packs of 1 meters, half meters. I mean, if you're into small patchwork stuff and you want to make a patchwork bag, they had pre-cut stuff. It was really interesting. Heather's got her own one as well.
Yes, I'll move mine in. You see my green arm. And like, I may have said before, a spot and a stripe, I'm a goner. So this is an 8 metre pack of 8 different spots from a range. So that's from my clever hands as well. So
and we could have spent another, I'm not going to tell you how much I spent on these packs, but I could have bought another 3 packs and loved the fabric.
The card and
Yeah.
I didn't worry about it anymore. So the next things, we've done all the big things, I think. There's no more fabric.
No more, oh, unless, kind of is.
Kind of is, okay. Well, let's move on. Let's move this pink thing into frame.
Okay.
And you can explain that.
So because we're now starting to get our long arm up and running on our edge-to-edge quilting, which that's been
It's been a bit of a saga.
Yes, it's been a bit of a saga getting it going. Not the machine itself, it's us remembering all the stuff that we got taught because it was quite a while ago. So we got this from Tinkering Tools. So it's one of those slap bands. So I can hold my scissors. The amount of times I've gone to go find scissors to cut threads and haven't been able to do it. But these particular ones,
we like these because
are rounded tipped, so you can have them on a lanyard, and if you sit down you won't stab yourself. Believe me, I've done it. I've done it. It's not fun.
I always worry about falling over and
stabbing yourself.
I think she said these ones. Just put the slap band back on. I think she said these ones
Yeah.
also.
So
with the sheath on them. So again, you're a bit safe, but then you'd have to take the sheath off.
We did get some little pulley lanyard things as well, but
I don't know what I'm doing with those yet.
Well, we're sticking them on a lanyard to stick the sharp scissors on.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so the non-sharp scissors on, and the sharp scissors go on the wristband.
Okay,
and
there we go. There's a plan.
You know what? You could even put your
pins.
Not just your pins, your quick threading needle on here. So when you need to sew your ends in,
you could.
On a quilt.
We try not to run out of thread.
Yeah, we try to keep our bobbins up.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, we don't like starting it mid-pattern.
No. So, and then Vicky bought these, and she's bought these. Now they're magnets that you can use in place of pins.
So there is another brand that has them. So Tight, is it?
Yeah.
So Tight. They are quite expensive. So these are from Hemline. I'm going to give them a go, see how they are. Because if another company's come out with these magnets, it will just make things so much easier. If you do quilting in the hoop,
well, bag making when you can't pin things.
If you're using cork, the amount of these I've used when making my festival hip pouch out of cork, I have a photo of that which I can stick up somewhere to show.
Vinyl. You can't put pins through vinyl. Yeah. And even sometimes clips make marks on vinyl too, don't they?
So it comes in a pack of 3.
We're going to give them a go, and if we like them...
Well, they're super tight at the moment, so we're just going to cross our fingers and hope.
Because we only stock things that we like to use. Speaking of that, I didn't buy all these. This is Vicky's purchase.
I might have started to fill some of the gaps in my thread. Now, Wonderfill, I love going to that store, but it's very dangerous on the purse for me.
I'm going to stock some thread because what you need for bag making, and we'll say this, is that you need a higher tensile strength thread than cotton. Cotton, straps come out, all sorts of things. You just need that extra strength of a polyester or a spun nylon or something.
Now this is
they're lovely colours.
It's a 40 weight polyester thread and it is super strong.
Yep.
So I've been making several bags out of this and they're holding. What I've done here is I've just gone through and I've gotten myself a blue base, a pink base, purple, because there are different types of purples.
Yep.
We don't sew a lot in orange.
I do.
Bags, not so much. I don't. Shh, stop contradicting me, please. So orange, Heather does not make a lot of bags in yellow.
No, it's not my favourite colour, but sometimes we
other
need
blues. You probably can't see it through this, but this is not quite a black. It's more of a charcoaly dark, and it kind of works a bit better on some of the bags.
I find that charcoal works better than black. It's less harsh.
And a couple of shades of pink to go along with the remainder of the threads I already have.
And I was quite restrained at Wonderfill, but I bought don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. This is a glow-in-the-dark thread. It's 40 weight. It's polyester. It was a little bit dearer than what you bought, I think, too. But anyway, so I'm going to give this glow-in-the-dark thread a go because I think...
It might look good on an embroidery.
Could look good on an embroidery, but it's 40 weight, so it's a bit heavy. But I don't know. Let's see. I thought top stitching on a bag, on a fairly plain bag that glows in the dark. That was where I went with that. So anyway.
Oh, quilting a bag.
It could work well on the quilting, yes. And this is something I bought. This is a Chaco pen. Now I like really only with this. So this is a roller. I could actually take this out of the pack, couldn't I?
Yes, you could.
If I could get it open without breaking myself.
So this is a similar design to the Clover one. So we're going to give it a go and see how well it works compared.
I'm putting a line on my finger. We haven't got any fabric in here, have we? So there's chalk reservoir in here and there's a little wheel. But what I find to put lines on a bag, because sometimes, particularly the by any ones, we have to mark lines for things. And it comes off so easily. It actually comes off a little bit too quickly sometimes, but really mark a line so. Mark a line so. Don't expect it to stay there forever. Again, this is something that we are experimenting with and we might stock. So there we go. So, and the last store, we've only got one more to go, Vicky.
Yep.
And this was a bit sparkly and it was the end of the day and...
It was something that we also don't normally get. We did kind of go a little bit out of the box this time.
So this is Sequin Bazaar. And I forget where the woman said she came from. It was regional Victoria, wasn't it, I think?
I cannot recall.
No.
So all the ribbons are
I call it more braid, actually.
More braid, ribbon, something.
No idea what I'm going to do with it.
Well, the last time you put a braid or a ribbon on a bag, you did it on a project bag, so it was a flat. So just to add a bit of more texture to a Biony project bag 2.0.
2 elephants. So if I did put elephant braid,
you could use an elephant pull.
Trim, I would use an elephant pull. And I think you bought these.
And
you got a plan for these?
Almost. And you could use the daisy with that one too.
Absolutely could. And that's pretty daisy-like as well.
Yeah. So I went a bit blingy because I do have a tendency to do that. I have a feeling that I'm going to incorporate... I'm going to do what I dread most. I'm going to hand sew. So probably incorporate these into some sort of pattern together, glue them on, and then hand sew these onto a bag.
Electric needle girl talking about hand sewing.
I know, but some things just you can't.
No, I know.
Yeah.
That's all right, Vic. I just don't. And this is the last thing we're going to talk about. And I also got this from Sequin Bazaar, and it's quite a heavy thread. Now the lady assures me it will go through a top stitching needle, and we talk about how the needle makes whatever you're sewing more important. You can see it's quite a heavy thread. It's got a little bit of bling. Now again, my plan is to do some top stitching with this. I did say to her, oh, maybe it has to go into the bobbin and do it from underneath, and she said no, it'll go through the top stitching needle.
Yeah,
I can't read inside.
But when we say top stitching needle, we mean the brand we use, a Schmet top stitch needle, not just
big eye.
Because it's got the wider eye, the thread should be able to fit through it.
Does it tell us the number of it? I can't read it.
100 meters.
So
no.
this is what we bought. We hope this inspires you. We'll put the links to all these shops that we went to because we thought they were lovely, and we're really happy with our eclectic mix of purchases.
It is quite an eclectic mix for us.
Japanese, African, Indian.
Yeah, very eclectic, and just keep an eye out for any
American.
any bags that you might see with some different looking fabrics. We'll
post them.
We'll post them and we'll have them for you to see at any Craft Alive that we will be at this year.
We do try to make different looking bags. We don't.
Yes.
We love.
We have to retire a few bags from our store to put new ones on.
Yep.
If you have any suggestions on which ones we should retire from the store, we'd love to hear that. Because we're having trouble working it out.
Yeah, that we are. Anyway, till next time, thank you for listening to us, and we hope you enjoyed this little short video.
Sunday evening, yeah.
We're going to be Sunday afternoon. Yep.
Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, but this might not come out till later in the week, so do give us a little bit of time.
Because we've got to do all sorts of things. Anyway, thank you for listening and watching, and we'll catch you later.
Bye.